Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sally Lemis. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Going straight home from the airport is not an option anymore, even if you're fully vaccinated. Also tonight, a vacant seat calls for a special election. And the pool program is being probed by lawmakers. In sports, a 40-year-old facility is getting a major league makeover. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
Good morning, Kiko. I am here at Docomo Wallarai branch. The Docomo staff here are super helpful with my appointment. They take good care of me in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for helping me out downloading and using the Skip Lino app. I can take care of all my Docomo needs. No need to wait in line with the Skip Lino app. We love you, Docomo Pacific. Better together.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Opioids are commonly prescribed drugs. They can help ease short-term pain after surgery, an accident, or illness. Common brand names include Vicodin, Demerol, OxyContin, and Percocet. Opioids can be very addictive, and they can actually change how your brain works. Opioid misuse can lead to death. If you are prescribed an opioid medication, talk to your doctor. Always take exactly as directed, never take higher doses, keep your medication secure, and safely dispose of unused or expired medication. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
Half a day to the WAMI and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Friday, August 20, 2021. The CNMI has taken away the option of home quarantine for all incoming travelers. As of today, there is a total of 224 identified positive cases of COVID-19 in the CNMI since March of last year. 187 of those cases were from incoming travelers. Officials say a lot of these positive cases are identified on the fifth day testing, and at the moment, it is crucial to contain the spread of COVID-19 at the borders and deny home quarantine requests.
What we are seeing is several what we call breakthrough cases, which is vaccinated individuals that are coming back with positive, and these are usually detected on day 5. And, you know, one of the concerns that we have, and we always get so nervous when we have the interview process, you know, looking at their vaccination records, doing an assessment at the home and all that. But, you know, the concern that we have is that they are out there in the community. They may be at home, and that's what we basically said, that they have to stay at home. But, you know, we're not there 24/7.
Beginning today, August 20, all inbound travelers are required to quarantine at the designated government facility for 5 days. They will be tested on arrival and on the 5th day. If tested positive, they will be isolated for another 10 days. And if tested negative, they may be released.
You know, the current spike of COVID Delta variant all over the world and other U.S. cities and countries prompt us to bring higher level protective measures to the CNMI to safeguard any potential or possible infection spread.
Travelers who are currently in home quarantine are expected to stay home and are required to report to their 5th-day test. Another factor to this change is the increase of flights between Guam and Saipan. The Delta variant has spread into the community in Guam, and officials are just doubling up the protection.
The reason why we're testing initially on day 1 is because if they are carrier of the Delta variant, and they are in contact with our frontliners, we want to be able to take care of our frontliners as well and quickly identify, quickly contain any spread. So that's the reason for the day 1. The day 5 is really what, if they had gotten it from the travel, we're finding it on day 5. And so those things are still there. That's the protection that we want to bring for whatever amount of flights that we have. We are able to do that.
The new quarantine protocols apply to participants of the travel bubble as well. The special election for the vacant seat in the House of Representatives is set for October. Governor Ralph Torres announced on Thursday that the special election for Precinct 3 House of Representatives will be held on October 16. This vacancy follows the untimely death of Ivan Blanco. Section 9 of Article 2 of the CNMI Constitution states a vacancy shall be filed by a special election if 1/2 or more of the term remains. Blanco served 7 months out of the 2 years for the 22nd legislature. All nomination petitions for the special election must be filed with the Commonwealth Election Commission before September 3. CEC will then have 8 days to act on the petitions. The series of the oversight on the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program continued this afternoon. Senator Edith DeLon Guerrero tells us what exactly she is looking for.
Well, there's a lot of concerns that are coming through my office. As you can see, I mentioned in the local media that there's more than 245 individual cases that came through my doors regarding PUA, FPUC, including LWA. Some of the concerns also are people are getting 1099-G forms. That's for your tax returns, right? But they have not received a single penny. Some of them are being called to return money because they were overpaid, but they were never actually given the money. Some of them on their portal is showing payment dates or when the checks or money sent out electronically, but they never got it in their bank accounts.
Senator Edith DeLon Guerrero is leading the oversight hearing on the PUA program. DeLon Guerrero, who is also a former secretary of the CNMI Department of Labor, states the program is ending in just a few weeks, and they want to get to the bottom of it. Democratic lawmakers will be hosting a virtual town hall. Questions or concerns are welcome at the virtual town hall set for next week, Wednesday, August 25. It will begin at 5:30 p.m. in the Democratic Party of the Northern Marianas Islands Facebook page. Online participants will be able to submit questions and comments live. The virtual town hall is part of a series of public meetings aimed at improving the transparency and accessibility of the CNMI legislature that began in May. If there are community members who would like to submit questions or issues ahead of time, you may contact 484-3367. Coming up, raising awareness for mental health has been going on for years in the CNMI. It's time to take action. Stay tuned.
I got my COVID vaccine. How about you?
আমার আছে কোভিড-19 টিকা আপনার আছে কি
ได้รับวัคซีนโควิด -19 แล้วนะคะแล้วคุณล่ะคะ ได้รับวัคซีนหรือยัง
Tapos na po ako magpa-COVID-19 vaccine. Kayo naman po. Tapos na rin ba?
I did it. I did it for you.
Just do it.
Do it for us.
I did it for my friends.
I did it for my family.
I did it for my daughter.
Let's do it together.
Being a responsible driver is simple. If you are drinking, do not drive. Number 1, plan your safe ride home before you start the party. Choose a non-drinking friend as a designated driver. 2, if someone you know has been drinking, do not let that person get behind the wheel. Take their keys and help them arrange a sober ride home. 3, if you drink, do not drive for any reason. Call a taxi, family member, or a friend. 4, if you are hosting a party where alcohol will be served, make sure all guests leave with a sober driver. Number 5, always wear your seatbelt. It is your best defense against impaired drivers. If you see an impaired driver on the road, call 911. Your actions could help save someone's life.
Green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles call the Mariana Islands home. They're an important part of the marine ecosystem. They are under threat, and they are protected under CNMI law. Keep plastic out of the ocean. Keep vehicles off the beach. Use the Sea Turtle Stranding Hotline if you see poaching activities or if you see a turtle in trouble. Call 287-8537 and save a turtle.
My doctor gave me the pills, so they must be safe, right?
If taken exactly as prescribed, short-term use can be safe, but painkillers have real risk. Misusing an opioid painkiller can cause serious harm, including addiction and death, and misuse can happen quite easily. Make sure you never mix them with alcohol, antidepressants, sedatives, or sleep aids. And if you are prescribed an opioid, you need to tell your doctor about any other drugs, including herbal supplements that you are taking. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
$3,500 could be yours this Friday when the Road to 80 continues with this week's featured sponsor, Bank of Guam. Watch the next drawing Friday, August 20th on the Road to 80 CNMI Facebook page. Register for your shot today at VACCINATEDCNMI.com or call 682-SHOT. The Road to 80 is brought to you by the Office of the Governor, COVID-19 Task Force, Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation, Joten Enterprises, Bridge Capital, Tan Holdings, and more.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. Mental health is a serious issue around the world and can cause you to be unfit for work. Port officials in the CNMI want to offer assistance to their employees. The Commonwealth Ports Authority Chairwoman Kimberly King-Hines wants the board to adopt what they call a mental health leave.
I think that there's been a lot of discussions in the Commonwealth with regards to the need to recognize that mental health is an issue in the community. And I think sometimes when we talk about these policies, it doesn't, or these ideas, it doesn't actually translate into policy that truly recognizes and embraces the need to recognize mental health.
Hines states the idea is to grant a day off for employees who need to work on their mental health. Mental Health Day would be different than sick leave.
An employee of CPA once a quarter has 8 hours of mental health leave where they can just come and say, hey, you know what I mean? I need a timeout. No questions asked. And if you don't use it, you lose it. But it's there for you to avail yourself to avail if they need it.
Hines is a part of a community advisory board that works on addressing mental health issues, especially for the youth. But now she wants action for the entire community.
I want CPA to be at the forefront of being, a community partner in recognizing the fact that, mental health is an issue. And I know that there's going to be pushback and where people are going to say that's why you have sick leave. But I think there's a difference between being sick and just being able to say, I need a timeout. And it's okay to take a timeout and to have an organization that recognizes the fact that, people are people and they're going through a lot. And sometimes they just need to take a time out, and when they do, we support them and we encourage them to do so.
And for tonight's Weekend Jam, we feature Piccolo Mondo singing Obla Di Obla Da. Enjoy.
Our group is Piccolo Mondo because it's a small world, and we're going to be playing Obla Di Bla Da by the Beatles.
Desmond has a bow in the marketplace. Molly is a singer in the band. Desmond says to Molly, girl, I like your face. And Molly says is that she takes him by the hand. Obla di, obla da, life goes on. La 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 la, life goes on. Obla di, obla da, life goes on. La 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 la, life goes on. Desmond takes a trolley to the jeweler's store. Buys a 20-carat golden ring. Takes it back to Molly waiting at the door. And as he thinks it to her, she begins to sing. Obla di, obla da, life goes on. La 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 la, life goes on. Obla di, obla da, life goes on. La 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 la, life goes on. In a couple of years they have built a home sweet home. With a couple of kids running in a yard of Desmond and Molly Jones. Happy ever after in the marketplace. Molly lets the children lend a hand. Desmond stays at home and does her pretty face. And in the evening she's a singer in the band. Obla di, obla da, life goes on. La 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 la, life goes on. Obla di, obla da, life goes on. La 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 la, life goes on. In a couple of years they have built a home sweet home. With a couple of kids running in the yard of Desmond and Molly Jones. Happy ever after in the marketplace. Molly lets the children lend a hand. Desmond stays at home and does her pretty face. And in the evening she's a singer in the band. Obla di, obla da, life goes on. La 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 la, life goes on. Obla di, obla da, life goes on. La 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 la, life goes on. If you want some fun, say obla di, bla da.
Thank you, Piccolo Mondo. Thank you for the vibes. All right, coming up, we have our Student Athlete of the Week.
For the different beats of your life, we're here to keep you connected the way you want it. Plans made for you, by you. Build your own bundle with Link. Select the internet, entertainment, mobile, and home phone plans that fit your lifestyle. Pay for what you want, not for what you don't. Build your own bundle and save with Link.
So what are you going to do this year? At Gold's, a dedicated fitness studio with a cushioned floor is perfect for group exercise. The cardio room features a variety of treadmills, bikes, steppers, and ellipticals. Fitness machines will help you achieve your goals, and the largest free weight area on Saipan gives you comfortable space to work out. Gold's Gym team is ready to help you get to your goals. Try harder. We know you can do it.
The Tan Su Lin Foundation promotes the culture of giving back. The foundation and its generous partners are committed to supporting programs that include health, education, and sports. Initiatives that promote arts and culture, the environment, and tourism will benefit our community and our residents. Giving back and making a difference will help ensure that the island paradise we call home will be a better place to live.
Good morning, Kiko. I am here at Docomo Wallarai branch. The Docomo staff here are super helpful with my appointment. They take good care of me in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for helping me out downloading and using the Skip Lino app. I can take care of all my Docomo needs. No need to wait in line with the Skip Lino app. We love you, Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live.
Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans, baseball. Remember baseball? No other sport here was hit harder in the head than baseball by those nasty typhoons. But as they say, it's a new dawn. It's a new day, a new era.
Civic Center Ball Field was built in 1981. The first season came the following year. The field was renamed Palacios Field in 1994 in honor of longtime scorekeeper Frank Palacios. Now, after 40 years, the field will be rebuilt correctly this time thanks to FEMA Typhoon Disaster Relief Funds.
We're going to have a real dugout. This is all going to be changed. The stands will be everything will be knocked down. The existing press box will all come down. We're going to bring the backstop, which is probably one of the biggest backstops in Micronesia, forward and shorten that a little bit. Some new bleachers. The entire field will be gutted, and it'll be a field that will drain and will be easily maintained.
That's Jay Santos, the new Saipan Baseball League president. The task is to get ready for baseball at next summer's Pacific Mini Games.
And, we had a board meeting last night, the Saipan Baseball League board, and we've set a plan forward. There will be an announcement coming out very soon. We're going to ask everybody that's interested in trying out for the CNMI national baseball team to come out and work out with us. So we're going to have access to the Little League field and softball field in the back, and the workouts will be spring baseball type.
That will happen in the fall, and then the plan is to open up in early 2022.
Once that's done, we'll take a break for the holidays, and God willing and Gar willing, our field will be ready by the end of December, and for us to get a season going come January. And ideal scenarios, we get a season going by January, where our national team can compete against other players that maybe did not make the team or weren't interested in playing for the national team, and we can get some real competition going.
With no junior or senior baseball leagues for the past several years, he says there is a concern there.
The biggest fear is they've gone on to play basketball or soccer or outrigger canoe, which is no knock against them because these guys are athletes. But a lot of them I know still have baseball in their blood, and I thank God for my friendship with Joey De La Cruz. He's approached me and he's asked that we put some emphasis on our youth, and he's asked that the Saipan Baseball League sanction and help organize a U18 baseball team that we're going to also put together. And the thought is to include these guys in those workouts with the Sinamay national team so we can get them loose and we can get them in some baseball activity as well.
Tonight we shine the spotlight on a Mariana's high school student. He's only 17 years old, but he's already been in the sports highlights quite a few times.
The harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Young Star Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation. MHS student Taka Borod's on the U18 boys team that defeated Guam earlier this month. Very much a morale booster for the NMI.
So the score was 0-0 at the time, so it was like really anyone's game at the moment. And then as soon as he scored that, we were all hyped, we were all pumped up, and then we were just looking for that win because the game before that, it was a very unlucky goal at the end that we should have took the win for that.
In that time, Taka's seen the changes and therefore the better too.
Definitely more room to grow, not just myself but as a team. Like we've grown a lot since the start.
Taka's played for 3 different clubs starting at U6, and he has had the opportunities of a lifetime since then.
For the national team, I've taken like 5 or 6. I've been to China, Japan for a training camp, Cambodia, Guam, Philippines. The opportunities they gave us is like, we're beyond thankful.
Young Star Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation.
All right, good luck in the future, Taka. We only have one top play this week, but it's a whopper. The KSPN2 Sports Top Play of the Week goes to Tossie to Table for organizing the first tuna mixed fishing tournament. That's a tuna +1 pelagic fish, in this case a Pacific Blue Marlin, allowing Santa Soledad to edge Lorraine 144.2 pounds to 144.1. Thanks to this 42.6-pound yellowfin reeled in by Mark Rages. $3,000, first place, top play of the week.
Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw!
Buy one, get one free for the off-road adventure at Mariana's Trekking. Come ride our side-by-sides at our best price ever and experience a great 90-minute trail ride. Rain or shine, hopefully rain. Book now at Mariana's Trekking. Saturdays and Sundays by reservation. Call 323-8735 or book at marianastrekking.com.
Drop into Shake Cafe at Gold's Gym for a quick and healthy meal. Fast food that's good for you. Our August smoothie of the month has oatmeal, peanut butter, raisins, and cinnamon. A healthy blend of 450 calories. Perfect for a meal replacement or a supplement. Shake, shake, shake it up at Gold's Gym.
Do you have the flexibility to work out between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m.? At Gold's Gym, we call this off-peak, and it can save you money. Short-term daytime memberships on sale now, just $59 per month, and gets you access to the biggest and cleanest fitness center on island. Get yourself healthy and strong. Check out Gold's Gym today.
The weather report today, it was hot. How hot? 90. The heat index, 107. That ties the highest of 2021. So that was the hottest day of the year. Low 80, 71% humidity. Saturday, partly sunny. Isolated showers, winds 10 to 15 out of the east. High 90, low 79. Seas only 2 to 3 feet. So enjoy. But always be careful. Sunrise 3 past 6. A low tide at 1 straight up. And then sunset at 6:36. And it could be a spectacular one. We don't know. You have to stick around and watch it. Thank you for watching the news, sports, and weather. It's official. The weekend begins right now. See you Monday.